Hello, welcome to this video. Lily de Silva, lesson 18, a Pali to English. Sentence 1. The man stood on the road, asking my mother the way to go to the monastery. So let's start off by the man stood on the road. Puriso, and then the locative of magga, magge, stood, attasi. So the man stood on the road, puriso magge attasi. Doing what? Asking, puchanto, present participle, masculine singular. Asking whom? Mother, my mother. That's amma, and put that in the ablative, because in English you ask someone a question. In Pali you ask from someone or of someone. Ammaya puchanto, asking my mother. What about the way, the maggam? If you ask somebody about something, the person you're asking goes in the ablative. What you're asking about goes in the accusative. So maggam ammaya puchanto. So which maggam, which road? The road to go to the monastery. Viharangantum was just the way to the monastery. So Viharangantum maggam ammaya puchanto puriso magge attasi. I'll read that again slowly. Viharangantum maggam ammaya puchanto puriso magge attasi. Number 2. Having prepared rice with faith for the monks, the woman took it to the monastery. So the woman took it to the monastery. Vanita viharam nesi. I would prefer to see anesi here. So vanita, the woman, accusative of motion, viharam, anesi, took. So having prepared rice, or meal, odanam patiyadetva. Patiyadeti, adeti is to take. Patiyadeti is to get something ready. So patiyadetva, having prepared odanam. For whom? Use the genitive dative, the monks, samananam. And how? With faith, saddha. So instrumental, saddhaya. So with faith for the monks, rice having prepared, the woman to the monastery took. The word ni, the root ni, means to lead. To lead somebody to a thing, but it can also mean to take an object to a place. So saddhaya samananam odanam patiyaditva vanita viharam anesi. Number 3. You can live righteously and seek wealth. Use the you singular here. So you can. Sakosi. He seeks is pariesati. So the infinitive to seek is pariesitum. To seek wealth, dhanam pariesitum. You can seek wealth, dhanam pariesitum sakosi. So living righteously, living by the Dhamma, Dhammena jivanto. You could also here, perfectly correctly, use the absolutive, Dhammena jivitva, in the sense of not of having done one thing then doing another, but in the sense of by living in a certain way. So Dhammena jivitva dhanam pariesitum sakosi would be equally correct and have the same meaning. So I'll read it again. Tuam dhammena jivanto dhanam pariesitum sakosi. Number 4. Sitting in the shade of the house, the girls cut branches from the creeper. girl cut. It was intending the past tense here. So the girl cut chindati. He, she, it cuts chindanti. They cut. They cut in the air in the past tense is chindimsu. So they cut branches. Sakayo, saka plural. Sakayo nominative and accusative. Sakayo chindimsu. From the creeper, lata is a creeper. So from the creeper, lataya. So lataya sakayo chindimsu. Who did it? Kanyayo. So sitting, nisidantiyo. In fact, I think we've moved on a bit from where we've got in the grammar, because there's the feminine plural of an adjective ending in e. Nisidanta, masculine. Nisidanti, feminine. And the plural nisidantiyo. You could equally well have put nisinna or nisinnayo, meaning seated, or nisiditva, having sat. They give it essentially the same meaning. In fact, I think nisinnayo would actually be rather better Pali. So gehasa chayayam, chaya, shade, gehasa chayayam, locative, in the shade of the house. So I'm going to say to him, the way I think is better is nisinnayo, from nisinna, feminine, nisinna, feminine plural, nisinna, same, or nisinnayo. So gehasa chayayan nisinna, nisanna, kinyayo lataya sakayo chindimsu. Number 5, wicked men did not advise their sons who drink liquor. So, wicked men, asapurisa, did not advise. Remember, uvadati, to advise, admonish. Uvadanti, plural. Third person plural, aorist, they advised. Uvadimsu, they did not advise. Na uvadimsu, they did not advise their sons. Putte, na uvadimsu, their sons were doing what? Drinking. Pivante, drinking what? Suram, like a suram pivante. So the suram pivante putte, the liquor drinking sons, na uvadimsu, they did not advise. I'll read it again in full now. Asapurisa suram pivante putte na uvadimsu. Number 6. Taking the basket and money, the girl went to the market to buy corn. So the girl, that's darika, remember daraka, masculine, boy, darika, the aka becomes ika, darika, went either agachi or agami, either is equally correct. So darika agachi went to the market, apanam, accusative of motion, to do what? Dhanyang kinitum, kinati, he buys, kinitum, to buy, dhanyam kinitum, to buy corn. So darika, taking the basket, use adaya or gehitva. It's the absolutive here. Literally, having taken a basket, went to buy corn. The use of the absolutive here often reflects, for English, you go to the market with a basket. In Pali, it would be more natural to say, having taken a basket to go to the market, which is how it's done here. The pitakam, pitakancha mulancha, both basket and money, pitakancha mulancha adaya, or pitakancha mulancha gehetva. So it's the girl, the basket and money having taken, to buy corn, to the market went. So Darika Pitakancha Mulancha Adaya O Gehitva Danyan Kinitum Apanam Agachi or Agami. Number 7. If few light lamps, the lay devotees will see the objects in the monastery. The word used for objects in the key is Rupani, as in the Buddha Rupa, so more than it's forms, see forms. So if you talk about the Rupani, Vihare Rupani, the Rupani in the monastery, you'd often assume that it was the Rupas, as in the Buddha Rupas, but it can mean any form, anything having a form that can be grasped with the 5 senses, for example, Nama Rupa, name and form. So, if you light lamps, sache tumhe, putting it in plural, lamps, accusative plural, masculine, dipe, jalayata, so jalati to burn, jaleti to cause to burn, set fire to, and therefore also to light a lamp. So sache tumhe dipe jalayata, it's the causative form, optative. Upasaka vihare rupani pasisanti. Passati, he sees, passisati, will see, passisanti, they will see. So I'll read it again. Sache tumhe dipe jalayata upasaka vihare rupani passisanti. Number 8. O good men, you learn the Dhamma and try to live righteously. So, Sapurisa, remember that in the plural, the nominative and the vocative are always the same. It's only in the singular that nominative and vocative are different in many forms of noun. It's the same in Sanskrit as well, only in the singular are the nominative and vocative distinguished. Sapurisa, you can tell by the context which it is. O good men, tumhe dhammam ugganitva dhammena jivitum ussahata. O good men, you learn and you try. Ussahati, he, she, it tries. Ussahata, second person plural, you try. You try to live by the Dhamma, to live righteously. Dhammena jivitum, so you try to live righteously. Dhammena jivitum ussahata. And by, you learn the Dhamma and live righteously. In Pali you say, having learnt the Dhamma, so Dhammam ugganhitva. Remember this ugganhitva, ugganhati, from ganhati, to take, in Sanskrit grihnati. Let me just write this to remind you, it's rather an important verb. Write it in Sanskrit first. He, she, it. Sorry, I'll give you my iPad. Grihnati, which becomes in Pali Ganhati. This is a regular phonetic mutation that Pali, as we know, doesn't have the subdotted r. It becomes another vowel. It can become I, U, or A. Here it becomes A. So Ganhati. And we very often find, in fact, more often than not, there's a regular rule, that for you to hna, or a hla, or a hwa, and a h followed by a liquid in Sanskrit, they're transposed in the Pali. So Grihnati, Ganhati. And Udgrihnati in Sanskrit, Udgrihnati becomes again by regular phonetic mutation Ugganhati. And the absolutive is Ugganhitva. Uganhitva. And of course, in Sanskrit, the absolutive is formed always from the root, not from the present stem, so it's the udgri in Sanskrit. So what do we get? Actually, rather simpler in Sanskrit. The absolutive, having that, is udgrihya. There we are. Udgrihya in Sanskrit, Uganhitva in Pali. So having learnt the Dhamma, or you learn the Dhamma and try to live righteously, Dhammena jivatum usahata. So I'll read the whole sentence again in Pali. Sappurisa tumhe dhammam uganhitva dhammena jivatum usahata. Number 9. If you try, you can avoid evil and do good. So usahati again. Let's put that in let's use the you in the singular. So optative, if you try, sache or sachetvam usaheyasi. Optative, usaheyasi. If you try, sachetvam usaheyasi, you can, put that at the end of the sentence, you can sakosi, you can do katum sakosi, you can do good, punyang katum sakosi, you can avoid evil and do good. In Pali, as usual, we say, having avoided evil, you can do good. So, papam nivaritva, nivarete, to turn away. It's used for to avoid something, to avert it, prevent it, turn it away. So, papam nivaritva, punyam katum sakosi. I'll read the whole sentence. Sachetvam usaheyasi, papam nivaritva, punyam katum sakosi. And sentence 10. Having seen the lion sleeping in the cave, the woman ran. So she, it runs, dhavati, ran, third person singular, dhavi. So the woman, so vanita, the woman ran, vanita dhavi. The woman, having seen the lion, sihan disva, having seen the lion doing what? Sayantam, sleeping. Sleeping where? Guhayam, remember this word guha, cognate with our word cave. So vanita guhayam, locative, vanita guhayam, sayantam siham, accusative, sayantam siham disva, having seen dhavi, run off. Read once more. Vanita guhayam sayantam siham disva dhavi. But that brings us to the end of lesson 18, the English to Pali.